Hello everyone and welcome to the next game in the Intel Extreme Masters Season 2. We're back in Group D and it is Happy against miou. Happy, the Russian undead here on the left hand side of Echo Isles. He starts with Alter Ziggurat and with the Crypt before even getting the Ecolite number 4. His opponent from Germany is the human player in pink, miou, who starts with his Altar Barracks and everything else you would expect in a normal build order. So this is a game between two of the winners of Playday number 1. miou taking down Diesel in some rather unconventional human versus night elf games. At the end it was miou who was reigning supreme, taking the best of 3 with 2-1. And Happy in the match of the favorites was able to take down Hot with 2-0 with a very convincing comeback on Twisted Meadows after a not particularly great early game, and with a very convincing victory on Turtle Rock, which was map number 2 between these two guys. So the winner of hold on for a second, it wasn't Turtle Rock, it was Knollwood between Happy and Hot, the second map. So I got that mixed up there for a second, but yeah, was Knollwood. So anyhow, the winner of this best of 3 is definitely going to put himself into a very good spot, looking at the rest of this group stage. Of course, for the loser, nothing is going to be lost yet. Happy with the DK and a second Ziggurat here, so we're gonna see ghouls by him. miou with the AM, with the first footman out. So yeah, we're gonna see regular stuff by him here as well. AM is gonna spawn, militia being called. He's going to creep the little green camp here on top of his base. Death Knight with the rod is heading across the map. And the scout ghoul sees everything. Now 2 ensnares have been thrown, so he can go in for the attack on the AM, deal a little bit of free damage. Close of attack +6 for miou's first hero. DK is heading across the map. He is not going to be able to get any last hits here. Water Metal is dead. Everything else is looking quite healthy. He's spawning a second Water Metal here already. And yeah, sending that one down here to the green camp, where he's probably going to creep away with a couple more militia while pushing the DK back across the map. Or isn't he? Maybe he's gonna go for the expansion here immediately. DK coming back in. It's gonna take like 1 or 2 more free hits. Nothing all too terrible. And yeah, miou with the Water Metal is gonna creep the expansion right now, not just the little green camp. So looks like he doesn't want to waste any time against Happy, who so far hasn't pulled any ghouls across the map. So yeah, now he's doing that. Or is, yeah, he is. So it looks like this creep camp can at least be taken somewhat freely for miou, who has been able to distract the DK here a little bit. Now with the AM leveling up to level 2, Happy clearly knows what's happening here. He's scouting the top first though as well, perhaps expecting a creep up here. So yeah, basically we're having the same thought. But miou tricked the both of us, and he's setting up the town hall here immediately, picking up the ring of protection +2. The ghouls actually not heading across the map. Happy just starts creeping on his own a little bit with those. Another 2 skeletons spawned. The first peasant is eventually gonna be picked off. Quite a bit of damage taken on the skeletons. In return, miou has won a bit of time there with the peasants escaping into the gold mine there for just a second. Another one is taking a bit of damage here, but so is the DK. He's about to reach level 2 here already though. 1 more kill required for the time being. He's not gonna get that though. And miou, yeah, with the expansion a little bit delayed, but still somewhat quickly in production. Happy in the meantime, by the way, going for tier 2. He's getting graveyards, 3rd Ziggurat. Gonna have to harvest a little bit more lumber if he wants to get tier 3 and double slaughterhouse very quickly here. But a bunch of ghouls already heading across the map. 6 to be more precise, and 3 remaining in the undead main base, which is easily gonna be enough in terms of lumber income. Not quite level 3 yet for miou. He'd love to have that. Had he taken that previously, then he would have had it, but then again he would have been harassed here while creeping. So I think he did fine given the the early game he got here. So DK with the ghouls continuing to harass. The first arcane tower has finished already. The AM is just chilling here, needs to pay attention, and he's pulling back too late, getting surrounded here, and he's gonna be forced to use the town portal. I don't know what he's waiting for. Yeah, pulling the town portal right now, and this is going to be level 2 for Happy, who does not end up losing his ghoul, but ends up killing the footman here. Perhaps the AM for a second was thinking there about killing one ghoul before TPing for the level 3, but didn't nearly have the damage output to do so. Panda second, bought by Happy, who is going for tier 3 rather quickly, does not quite have the resources for a slaughterhouse yet. And does he actually, wow, miou, is he completely misreading this? He's gonna take so much damage here by the undead coming in. The Panda's Breath of Fire should be coming in for the first time. The guard tower is being killed immediately, and miou, yeah, totally out of position for whatever reason. The other 2 guard towers are being upgraded right now, but it's gonna take a while. The arcane tower is still up, but now it's gonna finally be finished. miou is about to reach level 3 here. Maybe should just quickly take down another skeleton. He really needs to make sure not to get his AMs around for a second time, because that could already be terrible news for him. At the same time, a bunch of militia being pulled, so Happy needs to make sure not to get any of his stuff surrounded. So far that's also been done successfully, and there we see miou taking down another skeleton for the level 3. Even another one, and he's totally asleep for a second time. And the AM is gonna fall here thanks to Happy realizing miou, giving him the opportunity there, just quickly surrounding the AM, and that is, yeah, one dead level 3 hero, and that is one defense that is clearly going to lag here in, yeah, the next period of time. Next breath is coming in here. What is he following it up with? Double slaughterhouse, tier 3 tech soon to finish, first statue being produced. So we're gonna have this followed up by a destroyer push, and miou is gonna have to tower up heavily here, and I don't really know if he's really got the means to do so, but let's see how well he's gonna be able to defend here, fighting out in the open without these towers against the undead dual hero, and the ghouls perhaps not the brightest idea, so he's falling back for the moment. Tier 2 tech soon to finish for miou as well, who's, wow, he's gonna have to tower up so much before the destroyer push hits. Tier 3 is soon to finish. miou still has a bit of a window here to start towering up, and he does so. There is no way in hell he's gonna be able to get tier 3 and flag cannons upgrade and some flying machines out in time, or even the right number of dragon hawks out in time. I think he's going for griffin aviaries immediately though, so he's trying to counter this with dragon hawks, which is okay. He's gonna try it like that, and we'll see if he's gonna be able to do it like that. And Happy, the footman scouts down here. Happy hasn't even crept this. He can still go down and creep this perhaps and hope for miou to overtower, but with miou going for the double griffin aviary, I don't think that would be the case. So I don't think that a counter expansion would be the smartest idea here, but Happy isn't doing that for the moment. He's creeping up a little bit, waiting for the destroyer upgrade, I imagine, which is halfway done already. Did also not get an orb. This is just gonna be basically, as the peers, putting all his eggs in one basket and go for the destroyer push eventually. He's got the cigarettes to go up to 60 supply already. He's gonna have 3 statues out by the time the destroyer upgrade finishes. AM is back finally. I don't know what miou really did the past 2 minutes or so. Didn't really have a whole lot to do. First Dragonhawk Riders being produced as well. A couple of towers here by miou in a pretty interesting location being upgraded as well. 4 towers is nearly gonna do it for his main base for the moment though. But maybe if he gets a bunch of Dragonhawk Riders out in time. Can this still work? Happy with the frenzy, as we can see, finished in the meantime as well. Is going for the second of the contested camps in the middle. miou is just creeping ahead a little bit with his AM first hawks, and the remaining footman. MK is now out, producing hawk number 3 and 4. The panda even gets some solo creeping done here together with the ghouls and the statues, so not all by himself, but not a different hero around. And level 3 for him, which is going to be quite helpful in the upcoming push as well. So he's got 3 statues. He's getting number 4 and 5 into the mix as well. And he does still have the goal to morph all the 5 destroyers, and then he's gonna be at a solid 60 out of 60. 4 mana destroyers, the 5th destroyer, no mana. Level 3 Panda, and that's the big push here. 60 supply against 60 already though for miou, who's got a bunch of stuff at the Merc camp, but not really nearby. First tower being taken down, second tower being taken down, and the third is also going to fall. So the Dragonhawk Rider is not in position, but it's only 4 of them. TP coming in from the AM, okay, because he was out of position. Dragon Haze Breath of Fire against these guys, and they're falling immediately. 4 Dragonhawk Riders against 5 destroyers. That is not really the numbers you're hoping for as a human player. It's not nearly the numbers you're hoping for. AM gets chased away by the DK. The Panda, does he still have mana? No, not for the moment. The guard towers still need a little while, but they are going to be taken down one by one right now by the ghouls. The Mountain King is surrounded as well, gets killed, and miou is completely falling apart here. At the moment, one of the destroyers gets chased away. I mean, miou is on tier 2, but he's got the hero disadvantage, and for the moment the army disadvantage, and this expansion seems to be unholdable for him. But does he have the means to come back even with 1 base against 1 base? I would claim probably not. 53 against 42 supply. Yeah, he's lost. I mean, look at all the corpses. There's a few ghouls, but the majority is peasants and footmen. The Panda is gonna get into position for the breath. I think he can use breath right now. 2 Dragonhawks falling. The coil kills the AM. miou calls the GG, and happy with a very dominant performance, getting this first map against miou. It started out promising for miou. He got the expansion excuse me. He got the expansion crap pretty much for free. Got the big level advantage, so to speak. I mean, Happy didn't have any experience really in the beginning, and then for some reason he got a little bit overly greedy, going out on the map with his AM and his footmen. He didn't have level 3 yet. He had 1 arcane tower finished only, and Happy just swooping in there with the ghouls, with the Panda second, with the DK, starting to do so much damage there, getting the AM surrounded twice. I mean, the first time miou tried to react, the second time he didn't even react at all. Happy, of course, you know, seeing those opportunities, immediately closing those surrounds, very safe with his micro here. I guess the reason perhaps for miou going out on the map there was that he didn't see the ghouls thus far at all, and therefore he may have expected them to creep the expansion of Happy while he was just harassing with his solo DK. But you know, going out on the map just due to such a, let's say, such an expectation is a pretty ballsy move and a pretty big risk to take, and it clearly backfired there. Happy following it up with a lot of damage, creeping his Panda to level 3, getting safely, quickly to tier 3, getting the destroyer push done, and safely finishing the game with a clear-cut destroyer push against the expansion of miou. Therefore 1-0, and we're gonna go to the second map, Twisted Meadows.